Hello and welcome to this tutorial for Caddie for Golf Clash. I've decided to update this video because the first one I did was on the alpha and some things have changed since, so I thought I'd do this to update it. So this is the main screen you get when you click on the Caddie icon. We've got the tutorial there on how to get started with Caddie, which will link back to this video just in case you need to update, refresh yourself on what you've watched. And then there's the video below that tells you about the win per ring theory, but I'm going to try and explain that as well in this video, so it'll be reasonably long, but hopefully you'll get something out of it. So there's no stop button anymore. There used to be a start and stop button in the main screen, but that's been removed from the alpha because there was no point. There's plenty of ways to stop Caddie, and I'll show you them now. So we start Caddie. As you can see, you got this icon here, and it's just floating around the screen. You can click on that and Caddie pops up. As you can see in the top left, you got a stop button, and that will stop Caddie completely because right now it's running in the background. If we pull this down, you can see Caddie's running, says assisting. Press the stop button there as well and it would stop Caddie from running in the background, and everything should disappear. So let's just stop Caddie. As you can see, icon's gone. Go back in, Caddie again, press start, it's there, click on the thing, it pops up, press stop on the top left, Caddie's gone again. Right, so let's get moving to the actual game. So start Golf Clash. Now you really should start Caddie before you start the game, but I'm just going to run through a thing here just in case you might have started Golf Clash and you're going to come back to the game, but you decide, oh hey, I want Caddie running now. So you go in, click Caddie, Caddie's there, you click start, starts running, then you're going to press the recents button and come back to Golf Clash. And when you launch Caddie, you can see it goes into like a full screen mode. But when I close this, you see the navigation bar at the bottom there, the back, home and recents button. Now, unfortunately, that's a problem with Android that I just can't get around. So the easiest way to clear this is to go home, press the recents button again, come back into Golf Clash, and then that navigation bar should never pop up again. Alright, let's just have a quick look at the Caddie's menu. So you can select clubs and the clubs get saved. There might be some additional features where in future where it will remember each level for each club, but currently that's not in, but that's something I'm looking to potentially put in the future. So on the left we've got win per ring, and on the outside, on the right hand side column we have outside ring. So let's look at the extra mile at the top there, 2.42. That means for every edge of the ring, you have that counts for 2.42 miles per hour in wind. So if you had 4.84 in wind, then you need to move it to the edge of the second ring from the center. And so the outside ring is 5 rings. That's so you can more easily quickly adjust your shot. Next, below each club, we have the wind per ring for the min, middle, and max distances of the club. Right, what's that? So when you're taking a shot, you can push your club right as far as you possibly can. So let's take, for instance, when we're doing our drive, you can push the drive as far as you can, and then you get that red line, that which says like you've hit the distance limit for that club. So that is your 2.42 there for the extra mile. So that's how much you need to adjust for each wind if you're taking your shot at its max distance. Now say you pull it all the way back and then your club switched to your wood, so say it switched to your big dog and you're like, no, I'm still want to use my extra mile, so you push it forward just slightly and it switches back to the extra mile. Now that would be your min distance for the extra mile, and that is the blue section for the underneath the club, and that means that for the minimum amount for the whatever club you choose, it would be, and in this case the driver, it'd be 3.23. So you can see that the closer you are, the more the less you have to adjust for the wind per ring, as in if you're further away and you have a high amount of wind, you're going to have to do more ring adjustment. If you're closer, you're at the min distance of your club, you have to do less adjustment. And then somewhere in between that, which would be your middle spot, would be the yellow there, so 2.77. Now, this just makes it a lot more accurate for your shots. You could probably get away with the wind per ring. I mean, that's how I started out, just with the wind per ring and the outside ring and working it out in my head. And eventually now I've moved on to the min, mid and max distances, because it gets really handy when you're going for shots on green. Definitely, that accuracy really does help. So let's just do a quick match. I've not played for a while, but we'll go to tour 2 because I don't want to lose much credit. I probably need to switch some of this around. Put that on. What am I using? The Goliath. I believe I'm on 5. Not on Apache. I think I'm on the Fawn. This is going to be a gamble. Some of these might have changed. So you should probably set this up before you start a game, unlike me. We'll just go ahead and use this ball. I'm going to put some spin on it. So as you can see, the wind there is 1.8. If I go in, the extra mile is 2.42. And I'm at my max distance, so I know that it's 2.42 per wind per ring. So based on that fact, I'm going to be below this ring here. So that would be 0. This is going to be 2.42. So I'm going to push it about there to adjust for the wind. Now, if I get this perfect, which is very unlikely, then this should hit smack bang where I want it to, in that yellow circle somewhere. Oh, I did hit perfect. And the ball should go exactly where I want it to. So, yep, pretty good. Might go in the rough, but it's not too bad. So, as you can see there, it really does help on those shots. Let's just see what this guy does. While he's taking his shot, there's some more features I'm thinking about bringing out, such as the wind entry. I know that's a really big feature that a lot of people want. The problem with wind entry is that if I do add it in, I have to make sure that this navigation problem that I showed you earlier doesn't come up anymore. And when the keyboard pops up on Android, that means that you break this full screen mode and it's hard to recover. So it's something that's going to take me a while to look into. But I am looking at it. But I'll just need some time. So we're going to be moving to our shot next. And let's see if I remembered my clubs rightly, because I can't remember. Well, we got the Goliath level 5. Great. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in. So we got 1.8 wind. I'm going to put loads of backspin on. We're going to go for that. So if I push this to the top, that's where we switch to the big dog. So we're near max for the Goliath. We're near max distance. So let's have a look. The Goliath level 5, max distance 2.44. All right, so I'm going to have to zoom in a bit. And so 2.44. So we're going to go just roughly where we were before. Move that to the center. Then I'm going to take my shot. See if I can get this on. Hope I don't hit the trees. Oh, close, but no cigar. So as you can see, that was a pretty accurate shot. You really need this min-max distance comes in handy when there's a lot of wind in the later tours. I mean, you can, in these lower tours, you can get, wow, they help here as well, to be honest, but let's see how our opponent does. Oh, we nearly went in. And we're just going to pot the ball, not snooker. We're just going to putt the ball even, and we'll be finished up. You can exit Caddie at any point during the match. You can close it and it won't have any effect. I'm going to let this guy have this win because I want to end this tutorial. So if you have any questions, you can ask on the YouTube in the comments, or you can go to facebook.com/Caddie for Golf Clash and ask on the Facebook page. Thanks for watching.